Hi, it's Celyn and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make 3 simple Minecraft DIY projects. These are all decor related, so they're suitable to like put up in your bedroom, or you can gift them to someone else who loves Minecraft to put up in their bedroom, or even around the house. So all 3 items we're going to be making today are super cute. Some are more time consuming than others, but they're all super simple. Whether you're crafty or not crafty at all, they're pretty straightforward. The first item we're going to make are some vines to put up on your wall. These are super cute and super simple but time consuming. The second thing is gonna be a Minecraft mushroom. The mushroom is made out of wooden blocks and it's super cute. I did some flowers a few weeks ago made out of the same wooden blocks, so you can check that out if you haven't seen that already. I have my mushroom up on the wall, but it can also stand by itself, so it's super cute for anywhere. And the last thing we're gonna make is an item frame. My favorite thing about this item frame is you can swap out what item you have inside the frame. Ooh, I'm so excited. But as I mentioned, all of these little creations are quite straightforward, so I hope you're able to follow along okay. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. But anyway, let's just get started.
Hello, Hans. So the first item we're going to be making are these vines to put up on your wall. They are so cute and super simple, so let's begin. So let's start with the things that you're going to need. The first thing you're going to need are some printouts of vines. I ended up printing out 6, so obviously you're going to need a printer, ink, and paper. I planned on printing these out from Google Images, but I actually couldn't find a HD one, so I ended up making them myself. So if you're unable to find them, I've actually left a link in the description box below so you can download the design yourself. So this ended up taking me a little bit longer than I intended to, but you can just steal mine and use mine. Another option is you can paint every square on a piece of paper or card or whatever you like, but I think this will take a lot longer. The next thing you're gonna need is a craft knife. I don't really like using these because they're a bit scary, but I definitely needed it for this project. You can just use scissors though, as I'm gonna be using these for some of the larger areas. And the last thing you're gonna need is some blue tack. This is just to stick it up on the wall. You can use anything you like, but I'm going to be using blue tack today. But anyway, let's just begin. So the first thing you're going to want to grab is your craft knife or your scissors, and you're going to want to start by cutting out all of the white sections in between the green pixels. This is definitely the most time consuming part of all 3 DIYs. I think I probably spent around an hour and a half cutting out all of these sections from 6 vines. So even though it's time consuming and it took a really long time, once I was done cutting out all these sections and once you're done, you'll pretty much be done with the whole project. But I went ahead and just finished that off camera because it was pretty repetitive. So here it is before and here it is done. It looks kind of like a cluster of leaves. So once you're done cutting them out, they should look a little bit like this. Yay! But as you can see, I left in some white pixels in places because I wanted to keep these bits attached. You can cut them out if you like, but you'll have to attach those tiny little extra bits separately. But at this point, we can pretty much just hang them up. I'm going to be hanging mine from the ceiling and on a white wall, so those white pixels won't be obvious. But this is where you need your blue tack, so I just attached blue tack to the back of them in random places and then just stuck it up on the wall. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it and eventually you'll have your vines. I think they look so cute and I hope they look cute in your room too. You can obviously hang them over a door if you like instead of on the wall, which could have a really cool effect too. I think they look super cute. The next thing we're going to make is a Minecraft mushroom decoration. You can put this on your wall or you can use it as an ornament, but it's super simple, so let's just get started. The first thing you're going to need is 32 of these little wooden cubes. These are all 2cm wooden cubes. You might have seen me use these before because I've used them in quite a lot of my videos. If you don't already have these, you can get them from eBay, and I think you can buy them in some craft stores too. The next thing you're going to need is some sort of glue. I'm going to be using this Gorilla Super Glue Gel. This is my favorite, but it can be super sticky and stick your fingers together, so I recommend wood glue if you have You're also going to want some acrylic paints. I'm going to be using Arteza. You're going to need a red, a black, a white, and some sort of beige. Now we can get started. So I recommend grabbing your wooden cubes to begin with, and we're going to start by gluing them together. We're going to start by gluing 2 wooden cubes together, and we're going to repeat that 2 more times. So we're just making the base of the mushroom to begin with. We're starting with the stalk. You can obviously use a reference if you like, but you can just follow along with me if you don't know what to do. Once you have your 3 rectangles that you've just made, you're going to grab your glue again and you're going to stack these to make a stalk. You're going to want to try and align these as best as you can because the better you align them, the easier they are to glue. Some of the dimensions of the cubes aren't perfect, so I recommend like twisting them until you find the best side, and then once they're all glued together, you'll eventually have your stalk. Yay! Next, you're going to want to grab even more cubes and and you're gonna want to start making the top of the mushroom. I actually ended up working on this off camera, but you're basically gonna want to make a row of 8 cubes 2 times. You're also gonna want to make a row of 6 cubes, and then finally 1 row of 4 cubes. Once you have your rows, you can pretty much grab your glue again, and we're gonna start gluing these together to form the top of the mushroom. So the first thing you want to do is glue the 2 rows of 8 on top of each other. You then want to glue the row of 6 on top of those 2 rows, and then you want to glue the oh my gosh, I can't speak. Once you've glued the 6, you want to glue the 4 on top of the 6 in the middle. I hope that makes sense. At this point, you should have the top of your mushroom and the stalk, and you're going to want to glue those together like this, and eventually you'll have the shape of your mushroom. Yay! At this point, you can grab your acrylic paints, and we're going to start by painting the stem of the mushroom in a beige. Since we're keeping this super simple, we're just going to be doing it all one block color, if that makes sense. Usually Minecraft items have lots of different colors to make up one image, and you can absolutely do this if you like, but it's a lot more time consuming, and I wanted to keep it really simple today. Once you're done painting the beige stem, I mixed up a light grey, which was just white and black mixed together, and I painted the 3 spots that are on the top of the mushroom. In case it's hard to tell what squares I'm painting right now, I've put a reference on the screen for you guys to follow as well. And eventually, once you're done painting the white squares, you can pretty much grab your red paint and just paint the rest of the mushroom. This part's super easy. You can just have fun with it, take your time, be really quick, whatever you fancy. As I mentioned earlier, you can do every single pixel a different red if you fancy, or you can just do it one block color like me, but it will take more time if you're doing every single pixel. But eventually, once you're done painting your red, your mushroom will be done, and it should look a bit like this. I think the result is super cute. You can use it as an ornament, or you can put it on the wall, but it's super simple and super effective. And the last thing I'm going to be showing you how to create today is your own customizable item frame, which is so cute. This is a really simple DIY and maybe one of my favorites ever. So let's begin. So first of all, you're going to want to grab a square frame. I'm going to be using a box frame, but you can use any square frame you have. I thought this looked exactly like an item frame, so I'll link this in the description box below. I got it from Amazon, but if your frame isn't brown, you can just paint it. Next up, you're going to need some scissors. This is just to cut out some stuff. You're also going to need some Velcro. You're going to want the rough side and the soft side of the Velcro, if that makes sense. You're also going to want to print out some items. I got these from Google Images. I'm going to be using a fish item today, a sword, and I'm also going to be using a cake. You can totally just print out one image if you like, but I wanted to print out more than one so that I could show you how you can swap them using the Velcro. You're also going to want to use some foam. Any color will do. You can also use cardboard if you like. I'm just going to be gluing the images to these to make them thicker and more durable. And the last thing you're going to need is glue or Pritt stick to glue the pictures to the foam. So anyway, let's just get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is start cutting out your items. For this project, I'm actually using a scissors, but you can use a craft knife once again if you like. So this was super time consuming, but it's definitely worth it. Stick with it, because eventually the final product is so cute. But I ended up repeating this process on the other items that I used too, but if you're only using one, you only have to do this one time. But eventually, once you're done cutting out, your items should look a little bit like this. I have 3, but you may have 1, you may have 6. The next step is to grab your foam, and you're going to also want to grab your images and a glue stick, and we're basically just going to glue the images to the foam. You can totally skip this step if you like. You don't have to do it, but I wanted to do it to thicken up my image. You could just print the image onto cardboard as well, which will make them extra thick. I then went ahead and cut around the image once again. I realized you probably could have glued it before cutting and then just did the cutting all in one go, but oh well, eventually they should look a bit like this with the foam attached. As you can see, I didn't do the sword because I actually spilled my drink on it. Ripperoni. But anyway, the next step is grabbing a piece of your Velcro. I'm going to be sticking a square of the soft side to each of my items. I'm sticking them right in the middle of each item like this. I then grabbed a square of the rougher Velcro, so the opposite side, and I stuck that right in the middle of my frame. At this point, I'm going to be using a command hook to put my frame up on the wall, but you can nail it up or whatever you want to do. But anyway, I grabbed my items, and now it's time to finally put them in the frame. Yay! But as you can see, this is the final product, and I am so happy with it. This is my favorite thing ever. I love that you can swap them out using the Velcro. This was definitely the easiest DIY project that I showed you guys today, but the result is super effective and so customizable and super cute. I hope you guys enjoy making it. Yay!
Yay! I think they all turned out so cute. You're able to modify these in any way you like. So for example, with the mushroom, as I mentioned earlier, you can obviously do all the pixels like a real Minecraft mushroom has, but I wanted to keep it super simple for you guys to be able to follow along, because doing the pixels can be really time consuming. And then with the vines, you can add cardboard, you can print it on cardboard, you can paint it if you like. But once again, I wanted to try and keep it as simple as possible. That's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys were able to follow along with all the projects okay, and you also enjoyed just watching me create these creations because I love them and I just want to make more and more. But anyway, if you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe because it really helps me out. We recently hit 5,000 subscribers, which is so exciting, so thank you so much. If you're new here, you can also check out all my other social media channels down in the description box below. You can check out my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter, my TikTok, my Twitch. Is that everything? Oh, and my Etsy. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see another DIY video like this, let me know down in the comments below because I haven't done one of these before, so I hope you guys enjoyed. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next Friday at 5. Bye! You write it just for me, me.